Hello, everyone. Welcome to another EuroStep podcast live on YouTube and on EuroLeague TV. I'm very happy to be with my co host and resident expert, Dane, again. We're going to be talking about everything that is going on in EuroLeague. EuroLeague hosts tips. Hannah, thank you so much for joining us today. Today's International Women's Day, and we couldn't think of a better guest than having with us, having you with us today. You're a former basketball and GB European player, so thank you so much for bringing us your expertise and your opinions on today's topics. And guys, you know that you are our sixth man, so please, like you always do, send us love, send the comments, send any questions that you have, because as always, we're gonna be reading the best of them out. So just don't stop, show us love, because we love to read you and we love you to participate. And since all of you are watching, we have a very special discount to offer to you tonight, because we have a 20% off on your first payment on a monthly pass on EuroLeague TV with the code, write down, PO20. With that code, you can get a 20% off, excludes Italy and Spain, and it expires at the end of the season. So the sooner you start, the sooner that you can get that out. We're gonna start talking about what happened in EuroLeague last week, the highlights, the hottest topics, what was on fire on social media, and also obviously we will be talking about what will happen on EuroLeague this week. First, we need to talk about another record that has been made on EuroLeague and that has been firing up social media. And our first stop is in Barcelona with Nick Calathes getting the leadership on all-time in assist. What do you think about this, Hannah?
Hey, records are meant to be broken, but I don't want to see this one get broken again, because he is such a joy to watch. I'd have loved to have played with him, catching passes left, right, and centre. So yeah, just really, really happy for him, and watching him play is such a joy. So it's super exciting.
Yeah, Hannah, you of all people should know what a luxury it is to have a great point guard to put you in the right position, to get you in scoring position and get you those easy buckets. And Nick has been doing this for a decade now, 10 total years in the EuroLeague and 1,612 assists over the 10-year career. That's about 6 a game. But let's track it back, because when he was at Panathinaikos in his first stint, don't forget, he was kind of playing second fiddle to a couple of legends of the game. You had Vasilis Spanoulis and you had Dimitris Diamantidis right in front of him, which a lot of guys would get frustrated about that, but he let them mold him. He let them kind of form and shape his future of his career. And I mean, what a career it was. He left for a little bit, went to Lokomotiv, and that's when he really took off, averaging 6.5 assists a game, I think. And then on his way back, he came in 2015-2016 season, rejoined Panathinaikos, and that's where he became a bona fide superstar. I mean, this kid, from the moment he gets on a team, and I've been watching him even since he was back in college, back at Florida under Billy Donovan, who was another incredible passer of the ball back in his days at Providence. So when he came out of Florida, came to Greece, came back to Greece, you just knew that he was something special. And the most special thing about him is the way he just gets into a team and he injects his style of play, his personality, and his DNA, his basketball DNA, to the point where everybody on that team knows exactly what he wants to do and where they need to be. And to see it play out, we're seeing it right now with Barcelona, and it's a work of magic. You can never forget about those 2019, 2020, when he had 9.1 assists a game. And sometime during that season against Budućnost Voli Podgorica, he put up 18 assists. Who does that? I was sitting on my couch. I was standing on my couch begging him to get to 20. But man, what a historic night that was. And Calathes, it's just been such a pleasure to watch, and continuing to keep watching him in the EuroLeague.
Well, all those assists that you've mentioned then have translated into 12 total assists during his EuroLeague career. Definitely Barcelona is very proud, very happy to have him. And this is how they showed him, because they prepared a surprise party for Nick that was posted on Twitter, and he had no idea that this was happening. Look at his face. He was so happy, so excited, so surprised when he arrived to the dressing rooms, and he found that out. Isn't that great that your team, and above all your teammates, recognize what you did and how you got it?
Yeah, you know what, Sophia? I think that the celebration, the ornaments, the decor was maybe a little lacking for Barcelona, but I just think they're waiting to celebrate at the end of the season. I don't know about you, Hannah, but maybe they could have picked it up a little bit, but I think they're waiting to have that celebration until they hoist the trophy.
I think it's that one tiny candle on the cake, because you're not getting 1,600 on that. But
or 1,600 balloons.
No, they won that parade in May. Nothing now.
Well, we found that Nick Calathes is standing in the top of the leaderboard of these all-time assists in EuroLeague with former teammates. Like we can see here the list. This is what EuroLeague posted on Twitter. Like Espanoles, we have Sergio Rodriguez, we have Airtel. Great EuroLeague names that we can say that they're already legends from EuroLeague. What do you think about this, Dane? Like, do you think he's in good company?
Well, how lucky were Panathinaikos to have all three guys on the same team at the same time? I mean, that was just incredible. Where Panathinaikos had Calathes, Spanoulis, and then Diamantidis, and they're all on the top three leaderboard. But watch out, you got Chacho Rodriguez, who's only about 90 assists away. He's going to be keeping Nick Calathes quite honest here, making sure he continues to build that assist lead. And, you got Thomas Hurtel there, too. Two great current point guards, but he's the king of the assists right now.
Before we move on to the next topic, I want to say hi to everyone that is commenting already on YouTube. First of all, guys, thank you so much for participating, for sending us some love. I'm going to read this comment from Sveta fans in the chat. Who are you supporting? Also, we have another comment saying, hi, Hannah. So say hi to your fans, Hannah.
Hannah getting some love. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, I know those Savannah fans are excited to be watching the show, but they're also pretty excited about the news that just came out, because Final Four tickets are going on sale. They'll be on sale the 16th of March. 12 o'clock Central European time, so make sure you set your alarm, you're by your computer, you got your credit card ready, because you need to be getting those, because they're going to sell out like hotcakes, and you know they will. Buy those tickets at f4tickets.com, and the pre-sales for fans who bought their tickets for the canceled 2020 Final Four, and also EuroLeague TV subscribers. So, ladies, Belgrade, how about it? I know you guys have a little bit of experience with the city and basketball, so tell me all about it.
Oh, so I
go
got
ahead,
to play
Sophia.
there.
Yeah, so sorry. Go ahead, Hannah.
Yeah.
I didn't even. You know, I'm like the ref. I didn't even throw the ball up for tip off. But Hannah, show me. I threw it to the side. Hannah, tell me what you got.
So I got to play against Serbia in Serbia, and just the atmosphere, the energy inside the gym, the hostility, it's infectious. It's incredible, and I'm so excited to see Final Four going back there. Yeah, it is going to be a show to watch for sure.
I was actually where Hannah was saying. I was in Belgrade for a women's basketball competition some years ago. So when I found out about the news, I was so happy that it's going to Belgrade, because I think that not only it's a great city, but also we have huge fans, huge crowd, wild crowd. And you don't have to go to the court to feel the basketball, because on the streets of the city, on the streets of Serbia, you can feel the sports, you can feel the emotion, you can feel the game, because Serbians love this game, and I'm really excited. I cannot really wait for this to happen. So we'll see what happens with that final.
Hey, Sophia, let's see if we do a live show from Belgrade. That remains to be seen. Producers.
We'll leave that there. We'll leave that there. You know what what would be nice is that, that last time the Final Four happened in Belgrade in 2018, Real Madrid got it. And Dane, you know that you and I have some kind of preference for Real Madrid. We like Real Madrid. Wouldn't it be amazing if this story is repeated again?
Well, it would be, but I'll tell you who's knocking on the door is Barcelona and Dante Exum, who was the round MVP after only 12 EuroLeague games, 12 games in his EuroLeague career. So, Hannah, I'll start here first. And just how impressive is this for Dante Exum? Because, I mean, he's a newbie. He shouldn't be performing like this, should he, Hannah?
I mean, he is new. He's got the experience to be playing at this level. But to come in after 12 games and put up 22 points, he must have been feeling himself. He must be comfortable. He must be really happy in this new role with this new team. And so, the sky is the limit for Dante in this scenario.
Speaking of sky, how about that little sky hook he just had around the rim? That was beautiful.
Very
I didn't know he had
fancy.
that in his repertoire, but how scary is it for the rest of the competition to think that this guy who just got brought in the midseason is going to just add to the depth of an already deep team? You guys, obviously the MVP favorite at the moment, Mirotic, is been killing it for the entire season. You've got Calathes in there as well, back and stronger than ever from injury. Record-setting Calathes, of course. La Provitola was just the round MVP a few rounds ago. So, Sofia, this is just a very difficult team to go up against right now.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that I would love Real Madrid to take it again in Belgrade, but I was going to say that obviously it's going to be very hard because Barcelona is playing really hard this season. They have Dante Exum, they have Mirotic, Calathes, Corey Higgins, who is also playing amazing. And let's not forget, Dante has only played 12 games on EuroLeague. So imagine his potential, imagine what he can do in the European competition. And Barca knows about this because they just signed a contract extension to the Australian player to keep him playing at least till the end of the season. We'll see if he keeps playing more years, but I'm sure he's going to be key for the team, definitely in the Final Four and the games to come. And this show is basically about Barcelona because we're finding all the last week spotlights, like the highlights in Barca, because Nick Calathes became the all-time leader assist, and we have Nikola Mirotic again on the news, again on the spotlight because he got a new milestone in his career. Is this even possible? Well, yes, it is, because he had 2,500 points in EuroLeague. So what do you think about this, Hannah?
Hey, Dane said it before, he's an MVP candidate, and it's not like he's just one superstar on a team. He's a superstar on a team of superstars, and he's still putting up crazy numbers. He's still averaging 16 points a game. He's got a 20 PIR. This guy has a real chance of bringing home silverware, and it's so nice to see. He's such a solid player. He's smart, he's sneaky, and he really, I love watching him play. I feel like I learn something new every 30 seconds. So, yeah, I'm so excited to watch the rest of the season with him.
100%. He's a key player that I think is going to have a lot to say, a lot to do into his team's his team arrival to the Final Four. And speaking of the Final Four, we have someone that is commenting on YouTube. We have a comment from Bam saying that his Final Four predictions are Barca, Real Madrid, Olympiacos, and Milan. Hey guys, make your bets. We love to read them out. We're gonna start writing them down, and we will be remembering them out. Hopefully, Dane from Belgrade.
Yeah, there you go.
And we talk about Mirotic, and here's the best team that you could have had from the Fantasy Challenge in the last round.
Yeah, Sofia, look at this fantasy five, and Misic. How many times have we seen him in the round, the round of the week, the team of the round? That's what it's called. That's much easier to say. So Misic has been there. He's basically a staple. Just save a spot for him every week. But then you got Exum, who's a guy under 10 credits. That's a big steal. But the steal of the round is Luka Mitrovic, which 7.8 credits. That's all it took. That's just a fraction of your team. And of course, Mitrovic, he went for 18, 6, and 4. And that's what this competition is all about. Finding those hidden gems when you can and predicting when they're going to have a big week. Josh Nebo as well. He went off. He was a 10 credit steal this week. And then Augustine Rubit. And of course, if we didn't talk about Barcelona enough, Jasukevicius is the head coach of the team of the round for this edition of EuroLeague Fantasy Challenge.
Well, for now, we're going to stop talking about Barcelona, but we're going to go to Fenerbahce because another highlights of the week, we find it with Marco Guduric, one of Fenerbahce players that posted a video on Instagram showing off his driven skills. I mean, look at this and pay a lot of attention because wait for the end because it's getting better. Hannah, could you do this?
No, I traditionally do not like to put the ball on the floor with my whole hand. So I definitely don't want to do it with my thumb or my pinky. But this is so much harder than he is making it look. So I might have a go, but it'll be in an empty gym.
Hannah's all about catch and shoot. She's like, forget about me putting the ball on the floor. Just give it to me, and I'm shooting the rock. But no, this is that typical thing where your coaches back when you're youngsters, like under 10 years old, dribble with your fingers. But it was always dribble with your fingers, not dribble with your finger. But he's showing us the power of the finger right there. And Guduric, he's always been a great ball handler and a fantastic player altogether.
Look, I tried to do it. I saw this video to some friends asking them, like, what do you think about this? Do you think I should try? And they were like, oh, well, that's easy, whatever. I was telling them about the video. But then when I showed them the video, they were like, oh, well, it's not that easy. I was like, yeah, it's not. For future challenges, I commit myself to make a video of the challenge, to try it at home and to see, if it was that easy. So for next
Put your money where your mouth is, Sophia.
I want to see.
There we go.
They will remind me. We have more YouTube comments, especially talking about Final Four predictions. And we have Dennis saying that he has Fenerbahce, Barca, Real Madrid, and Milan for Final Four.
Wow,
it's gonna get
that's
hot.
Interesting. He better hope Fenerbahce just make the playoffs before writing them off to the Final Four.
Another team that has to make it to the playoffs, which right now it is at the playoffs, but we'll see what happens because they have been kind of in a bumpy road, is Real Madrid, who's playing this week against Armani Exchange in Milan. And here's the promo of the game, which is, by the way, the game of the week.
Unbelievable play. That is remarkable. Absolutely beautiful from Delaney. And Milan are back. The race is on.
Absolutely outrageous. Oh, beautiful feed. Oh, count the bucket.
Sit tight, strap in and hold on to your hats.
The Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, and every game matters.
Real and Armani Exchange, what a game we have ahead this week. I cannot believe that they're second and third in the standings. This is definitely a key game for both of them. Real Madrid needs a win like water. And let's not forget that they have having a bumpy road, and both of them have been having mixed performances. What do you think about this, Hannah?
Well, I really like to pick an underdog, but these are too close. It's too close to pick one. So, I mean, we all know how important road wins are for EuroLeague teams. So, I'm going with Milan. They're my team at the moment. I know they lost to Olympiacos and they really did just scrape past Panathinaikos. So they really need this win, and I'm backing them 100%.
Yeah, if you look at recent form, you would definitely suggest that Milano should take this one in Madrid. But this is a desperate team right now, and this is a desperation moment of the season. But when you look at it, take a step back, because here in Madrid, Sophia, you and I live here in the Spanish capital, and things are going a little crazy right now. The alarm bells have sounded. But when you look at the standings, you look at the results, they've only lost 3 in a row. Okay, maybe that's out of character for Real Madrid, but it's not catastrophic. What is worrying here in the Spanish capital is the way they've gone about losing these games, because that has been ugly and the guard play has been lacking. Just one guard in the last 3 games has had over 10 points. That was Sergio Llull back in the Fener game when this whole sort of snowball started. And right now they need a little help from guys like Yabusele, guys like Sergio Llull, guys like Thomas Hurtel. But for Milano, they're not going to give up anything easy because they're one of the best defensive teams in the league at the moment. Since their 4-game losing streak, which ended with the Alba Berlin loss where they gave up 81 points, in those 13 games since, they have given up 67.6 points per game. Hannah, you know this as well as I do. Anything under 70 is cake. And when you've got scorers like Chacho, like Hines, like Malcolm Delaney, and who knows when Siobhan Shields is going to come back, this could be a very dangerous team moving down the road now that they've got their defensive issues sorted out.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's going to be a very tough game. I think Real Madrid really needs to win this game. Let's not forget that the crowd, the fans in Madrid are very demanding, and they get upset if Real Madrid doesn't perform well. So they have an added pressure that I don't know if this is good or bad for the team, especially taking into account in the moment that they are at, because it's not like they cannot afford another loss. They you have certain losses per season and they have already got them all. So I think that they need to forget about the home pressure, because again, the fans are very demanding. Just focus on playing well and focus on winning. We're going to talk about predictions. But before I move on to predictions, I want to read out another YouTube comment from Andrea saying that his Final Four prediction is Barca, Zvezda, Olympiacos, and Milan for the Final Four, not Real Madrid. That's interesting. So we'll see what happens with that. So I want to ask you guys now for your predictions for this game. You know, last week we started a friendly competition between guest and host, and I have to remember to everyone watching that last week, the game of the week, it was Fenerbahce and Efes, and I had Efes with Mahal. Her and I supported this team, and Dane decided to go with Fenerbahce. What happened? That Efes slightly, but still beat Fenerbahce. So sorry, Dane. I hope you got it right this time. So who you got?
So I'm taking Real Madrid because I think after this little slump they've had, they understand what they need to do. I think it's going to be a tight game as well, but I think Pablo Lasso's had some time to rally the troops, and it's going to be a tough game for sure. But an offensively struggling team needs to come back home. Don't forget, they've got a game against Crvena Zvezda. Andrija will probably be watching that here tonight as well, as he's put Crvena Zvezda in the Final Four. I'm just guessing he might be Serbian, but yeah, let's take a minute, because I'll throw it back to you girls and see what your predictions are. But we've got a special guest who kind of interrupted our show last week, and it was my dog, my pup, my French bulldog, Napoleon. He actually gave us a prediction too, and this is going to be a reoccurring theme. So I've been terrible, so I needed some sort of inspiration, some sort of advice from outside, and let's see if Napoleon and I are on the same page. All right, EuroLeague fans, what's going on, everybody? This is our newest member of the EuroStep team. This is Napoleon, and he's going to be helping us the rest of the season make our Game of the Week picks. This week, who we got? We've got Olimpia Milano, we've got Real Madrid, and we're going to figure out who is first. Debut pick is of this week. So here we go. We've got Madrid. We've got Olimpia Milano. Put the babies down here. And of course, Napoleon, those are the terms of the conditions. He's not working without a little bit of snacks. So, 2 snacks here on each side of the paper. Napoleon, make that pick. He's going with the Italians. He was telling me before. Real Madrid's kind of been in a little slump lately. He likes Olimpia Milano. He did eat the second snack too, but this one was first. He's going with Olimpia Milano. That's the first pick.
Well, Dane, you clearly didn't listen to your dog because you just said Real Madrid. So make up your mind. I think this way you kind of have both sides covered, so you don't risk it too much. You can say, "Oh, my dog said Olimpia Milano," and then, "Oh, but I said Real Madrid." You know, make up your mind. Hannah, what about you? Who you got?
I've definitely got great minds because I'm going with Napoleon and I'm going with Milano as well. So read into that what you will.
Well, what about you, Sophia? What about you? What about your pick?
Oh, well, I think you know it. I think I'm going to go with Real Madrid. I think, like I said, they need this win. They're playing at home and they cannot afford another loss. So definitely Real Madrid. So Dane, you and I, for the first time,
finally we agree.
Finally we agree, which is great that we finally do. So, we can be a team. Sorry, Hannah, that we don't agree with you, but you have Napoleon, who's an amazing teammate.
Yeah, perfect.
So
I'm fine with this.
Good luck to you guys. We will be reviewing next week at the same time, 5:30 Central East time. We'll be reviewing who got it right and who didn't. Also, I want to remind to everyone watching that they can follow this game on YouTube. On our sister show, The Watch Along, hosted by Anthony Goods. And this week, they're going to have Jordan Taylor as a guest, and they're going to be following this game live. I want to say goodbye to the YouTube people first, so I'm going to read the last two comments from Bond saying that Monaco is a dark horse, and also Bond saying that Monaco is a dark horse. So we'll see what happens with that. We will definitely be talking about it here on EuroStep every week. Again, we're going to see you guys next week, 5:30 Central East time. And you can watch our shows on demand on EuroLeague TV and YouTube. And for all EuroLeague content, for all EuroLeague information, all EuroLeague news, you can find it on EuroLeague social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever works best for you. We're going to wait you here next week. Don't forget to watch the watch along this week to follow the game of the week. And don't forget the EuroLeague TV discount code that we have with 20% off your first payment on a monthly pass with the promo code PO20, excluding Italy and Spain, and expiring at the end of the season. So the sooner you got it, the sooner you get to enjoy it. Thank you so much, Dane, for another day of expertise and expertise residency. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. And Hannah, thank you so much for joining us today on such a special day. We love to hear your opinions and learning from your experience. Thank you, and hope to see you soon on EuroStep again. And thank you so much to everyone watching. Thank you for showing us your love. Thank you for participating, sending us your comments and your questions. And we will you here next week. Have a good rest of the day. Goodbye.